So guys, I know you guys have seen a lot of the videos that we've done, a lot of content we've posted on F45, Michael Jackson Fit, Get Fit brand, stuff like that. And if you're in part of our programs, you followed along. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about the coronavirus vaccine shutdowns, the lockouts, stuff like that, why it's so important to us business owners. So we're going to give you a little bit of the behind the scenes. These guys are amazing. They work for me. They train classes. They do individuals, a nutrition program. I mean, he's going to be an EMT as well. He was a professional dancer. Like, what's happening out in the world right now, you guys don't actually see what's going on in the background. So I'm going to give you a little bit about their stories and kind of a little roundtable situation so that you guys can actually get to know the people that are actually behind these owners that's actually affecting, that's really hurting as well. So Pepe, a little bit, if right now we did shut down our gym, we didn't shut down ours, but if we did and you weren't able to work right now, I mean, what would your life look like?
Oh, that's a good question. So I believe everybody has the same problems. It's like as an independent contractor, affects us on different levels. First of all, we have to just, main things, pay rent, pay the bills, and then maintain yourself. So definitely, I mean, as a professional dancer, like you say, I was an independent contractor. All show times, all show business is gone. It's gone. So thank God we're not closing our gyms. Yeah. So it helps me a lot in order to keep with my regular life, maintain myself and everything. So it is affecting a lot, and it's really frustrating. And at the same time, it's sad the fact that everything is all this thing is happening. So, and then I'm thankful that we're not even those closed our gyms. We're still keeping up, and because it's not just for me, it's for everybody. It's not for you guys. We're doing this not just for me. I'm not talking about just myself. It's talking to everybody's. It's not just me the one that's affected on that.
Well, and what people don't realize too is actually Pepe still doesn't make what he deserves to make. Like, we don't have enough people in the in-store gyms that he actually, his salary is cut. And you guys don't realize, but like every member that is in here, we love and we care about, we know everything about, because these people are part of our lives. It's more than just a gym. It's a lifestyle. It's a group. It's a team. Like, we go have drinks with them.
It's a family here.
Dude, it really is.
It's a family.
It is a family. And the thing is we don't want to ask our family all the time for money to help. And actually, when I bought the gyms, I actually came in and I actually gave them a pay raise. And actually, I've been paying that out of my own pocket. I haven't even taken it out of the companies because we had that back rent. And we had $170,000 in back rent. And now, I think with all of our fines and everything else, we're only about $41,000 that we owe anymore. So that being said, this is kind of why it's important. So I'm trying to take as much of the hit that I can. But these guys are still taking hits too, because he wouldn't be able to actually live without this gym staying open. I mean, and that's not good for anybody. So I'm going to actually go a little bit to Danny as well.
Let's go, Danny.
So Danny's in a little bit different situation. So Danny is our part-time coach that comes in and helps us all the time. And so I want to ask you, Danny, and I haven't asked him before this, so this is the first time I've ever asked any of these questions to these guys. But what's life for you like with COVID now, and what would you have done without the gym?
Well, I do have to go. I have to piggyback off what Pep is saying. It does make a big difference. It really hurts me, and not only me, but it also hurts me and my family. Just trying to stay alive, trying to fight this, trying to get after it on a daily basis. I am doing my best to come here, pedal to the metal every time, and just be a part of every single, in the member. I ask my members all the time how they're doing, and I love to see the fact that even though we're going through this crisis right now, they're still happy. My thing is making everybody happy. Making them smile, whatever they are dealing with out there. I feel like I want to make a difference. I want to make them feel like, I'm going to the gym. Pepe is going to be there. Danny's going to be there. He's going to, even though I'm going through such a hard time, guarantee I'm going to have a smile at the end of that workout, because not only it's a workout, but it's like a therapy. You come in here and you're just doing your thing.
Well, see, that's what most people don't realize. These guys are struggling outside of these doors. And when they come in here, this is their safety as well, because you've got our members that we love. They're our family. So it takes off the pressures of everything else that they're fighting every day. The fact of having rent and that they're fighting for rent and they're fighting for food every single day by being in here, and our members dropping because they're worried or they're concerned. I mean, we have 2 locations for in-person gyms here in Huntington Beach, and our other location is 100% private. So basically, all you can do is have one group at a time, one person at a time, and we also have our rent. And I still give these guys 60% of that money that comes in on private lessons. But so I wanted to show you guys a little bit more about not just from a gym owner's perspective and somebody that has other avenues of income, but I actually want to show how much they're hurting. I'm hurting by giving them money, but these are my family and I'd never let anything happen to them. That's what people don't understand. Loyalty to me is so much more. And as you heard from both of these guys, they want to take care of the members. They never once really brought up money about themselves, but I'm bringing it up for them because that's where I need to stand up and speak up. The people that are being hurt the most by the lockdowns aren't just small businesses, it's these guys. If they didn't have this job right now, they wouldn't be paying rent. And I promise you, as a business owner, with the levels that we're at, we've increased during the last 3 months, but they're still undervalued and not getting paid enough for all the work that they do. Not to mention in the gym industry, you're coming in at 6 a.m. and the last class is at 7:30. You have a 5 a.m. class and then your last class is at 5:30. Like, they don't understand that your entire day is shifted around the family that's coming in here to this gym. So I wanted you guys to know a little bit more about these guys. And if you stay tuned, I'm going to give you a little bit more about their stories. But this will be the first cut for the more kind of the trailer. And we'll talk a little bit more with Self-Made and Miguel on Friday. But I want to ask these guys a little bit to tell me a little bit about their background, what they love to do, so that you actually have a story and an experience behind why you come to our gym and why we're the best at what we do. So Pepe, a little bit about you just in general is I want you to tell the people who you are. So if like you're going on a first date, the girl asks, who are you?
Wow, this is an interesting question. Well, I'm the person that I give everything by myself. I'm myself, my entire self in there. So I give everything to you guys. I'm the one pretty much like, I don't know, members know me, you know. I'm definitely push to people. I like to push. I like to be on top. I like to put everything and the whole energy on our sessions. I don't know. I've been in the salsa dancing industry for almost 14 years, and then.
What's your life like when you go home? When you go home, you finish your job. What do you do?
What do you do? Okay, yeah. I'm just trying to be productive. You know.
So you like doing laundry, doing chores?
Running errands, of course, yeah. There's normal things that people do. It's just like I do my laundry, of course. I clean my place. I try to do something on, I don't know, responding to my customers, contact my customers, keep the interaction, even not inside the gym, but outside the gym, because it's important as well. Keep it informed what's going on, what's happening to us, and what's happening to everything. And then, you know, I like to go out. I'm a party guy. I like to hang out with people, hang out with members, like you say.
Go have lunch, go have a drink.
Have drinks with them.
Watch the fight or whatever.
Everything. Yeah, no. So I'm a really social person, which is that's what you're going to call.
And how much social ability are you able to do with all the lockdown? If it wasn't for the gym, how much social ability would you be able to do?
It was taken away from us. If you locked up, it's gone. It's going to be gone.
And is it just you?
No, it's not just me. It's everybody.
See, most people don't realize he's also got kids.
Yeah, I have 2 little girls.
So it doesn't just affect him, it affects his kids.
Yeah.
His social life, we're lucky that we still have the gym and we still have I like to call them our diehards, our original gangster members. And he actually still has a social life with them because that is part of his family. But outside of that, it's been cut. Mm-hmm. Danny's in a little bit of a different situation. I mean, Danny grinds just in a different way. I mean, he was finishing school this year, right? So he was finishing school, working part-time, becoming an EMT as well. His girlfriend also works 100,000 jobs. But Danny, a little bit about your life when you're at home. When you're at home, what's your life like?
So, my life is, I grew up playing soccer. I'm a huge Real Madrid fan. I love Cristiano Ronaldo, and that's one of the
AC Milan. Sorry.
that's one of the things that gets me pumping every time I go into fitness overall. I admire him, the way he is, the way that he's always. How can I say this? He never says so much. He lets his feet do all the work, and that's exactly what I do. I want to make sure that anytime I'm at a gym, no matter the way I see it is, the harder it is, the more I smile. So the more pain, the more I smile. Why? Because that's just gonna get me to the next level. So
you don't understand. This guy, like the first time I ever met him, right? The first time I had ever met this guy, he was like, hey, like I know you do a lot of like workouts and you do like CrossFit and these crazy things. And he was like, I was actually training for a
triathlon.
No, not a triathlon. The longer one. What's the longer one?
Oh, Kona?
Yeah, the Kona. He's like, yeah, dude. I'm like, let's go like 500 miles on a bike and running and swimming. I'm like, whoa. Like, I'll do like 40 minutes. Like.
So I've gotten that. I'm crazy. That I'm too hyper, or just why is it that you're always happy?
Which is awesome because he's like holding it in. You can see his whole body like shaking.
I'm just a happy person, and as far as getting out of the gym, well. Just being productive, just like Pep would say about him being productive. I also like being productive. I like to read. I like to just catch up.
They like to watch really bad horror movies.
We're thinking about what is the next painful thing I can do for the next session.
So, hanging out with the members is another good one. I get to know the members, just not, I don't want to, like, there was one thing, let me just tell you guys a real quick story. There was this, growing up, or my last job, I did have a job. I did have this boss that he didn't believe in resumes. This guy was all about, I want to get to know you. So we can all write things in the paper. Everybody can do it. Anybody can do that. But we want to get to know who they are. Like, what do you like to do? What's your name? What made you come into F45? What are your ambitions, your goals? That's the things that I want to do with these members. And I see it every day. I see it how they come in, and sometimes I do have some members that are not doing too well, and that's when I come in and I talk to them about it. And sometimes, if I get lucky, I do get a smirk.
The famous question,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah.
Yeah, but at home, like what do you do at home? So like one thing for you guys you don't understand is, so his girlfriend, awesome girl. They're a freaking awesome couple. I mean, only rivaled by me and Mel, but no big deal. But actually, like people don't understand like what's going on in their personal lives. Like I know, for example, she was having a hard time finding a person to rent her other room in the spot that she's living at. So actually, he is moving in on January 1st with his girlfriend to help her out. I mean, people are all making sacrifices all over the place, and I don't think you guys understand that these are really people too. So like one of the things that this guy does, like he will be there anytime. Like half of his errands and his errands are a little bit different. His errands are helping someone. I swear to God. His errands are taking care of his two little ones or making sure he gets everything that he needs to do laundry, everything else. This guy's running around helping people. I called him today for this little like shoot, and he was like, yeah, man, I'm like an hour away, but I'll be there. And he showed up. And that's what I want you guys to understand. Like, my workers aren't my workers. They're my family. Like he said, it's more than just a resume. One of the first questions that I always ask everyone when I hire somebody is, do you ever get paid what you're worth? And in your last job, were you worth what you were paid? And when people say I don't get enough from what I'm worth, I don't even hire them. Like that's all I need. The biggest two things that I look for are energy and enthusiasm. These guys are amazing at that. And then the last thing is good men or good women. And so like we have a great staff, but the thing that I want you guys to know is like he has a life outside of this, right? So like he has a pretty small truck. It's like a little tiny.
It's a small truck, yeah.
Yeah, small truck. But I want you guys to know a little bit about him, right? I want you to tell them a little bit about like your family, your food. Like you're about to go to Indiana for Christmas. Like tell them about you, because at the end of the day, honestly, you all won't give a shit unless you understand and actually connect with these guys. And that is why I'm forcing this issue so much for us to stay open, is because these are the people that you're shattering and everyone that's connected to them. So tell us a little bit about you. Tell us about Indiana.
Indiana. So before I even get to Indiana, I'll kind of,
Yeah, your family.
Yeah, I'll bring it back a little bit. So me, I grew up in Orange County. I'm So I went to school in Orange County. And then I went to high school, Los Amigos High in Fountain Valley. Then after Los Amigos, I went to Santa Ana College. And then after Santa Ana College, right out of high school, I went to Santa Ana College. And then after that, my dream has always been to becoming a firefighter. And when I was throughout time, I got placed. I had to work my tail to the bone to get into the fire academy, which I did. And I know, but within the academy, it was a 16-week course. I want to say about 2-3 weeks left to graduate. I was about 13-14 weeks in. I fractured my collarbone doing, and that really hurt me because I was doing my thing. So with that being said, I was like, you know what? Maybe this is not for me. This is maybe the end of the road for now. So I'm just after I heal, I'm gonna get back on my feet and still keep riding. So what I did was once I got better, it took about 2-3 months to get better from that injury, from that collarbone injury. I went to Cal State Dominguez, and I went into kinesiology. So it pretty much this kinesiology pretty much is the functions of the human body. So it pretty much fits in any particular field that you want to go into. So for me, I was debating whether, I was debating with fitness or teaching or even podiatry. So, which by the way, did you guys know what's the secret to podiatrist? No, here it is. It's that they're always one step ahead. So that's the secret to a podiatrist.
He's also the king of the one-liners. Like, I promise. Like, you can't be serious around this guy often.
So, but I was looking into it. So I did graduate, and now that I'm done with that, I want to look into going back to fire again after all these bumps on the road. So I've always said, and this is for everybody, watching. We are the architects of our own destiny. So I just want to drop the mic with that.
So, like, I appreciate you guys watching it all the way to this point. I can't tell you enough, like, how much with our family and our members that are with us, whether it's on our online platform or in-person gym, that we appreciate you guys. But I wanted you guys to see the people that are actually being affected outside of myself, that we're making sacrifices for you. And I wanted you guys to see the resiliency that these guys have. And so what I'm asking is actually that we all come together, that we support our local businesses. I know Andrew Gruhl with Slapfish has been a big proprietor for outdoor food and beverage. And I want you guys to have me and Miguel will be here on Friday. We're going to be the faces of the West Coast. And so I really need you guys to understand that this is more important than just letting a business die or being worried, because your safety is our number one priority. If you don't want to be in this gym because you're worried of the conditions that you're under, we have avenues. We have the best online platform that is actually available. We beat every single one of them. We have the F45 online application as well that we can give you. We have private training, so it is just you in a private facility that is tested all the time. You have to pay for it, but it is available. And so I need you to understand that wherever your fear factor is or whatever your concern is for where you are, that we have avenues for you to actually better your health and wellness. But it's important for us to stay open, not only for our mental health and for their lives and their families and my life and my family, but also for you guys. Because when you guys come in here, this is your stress relief. This is where you get rid of all those demons that are inside of your head. And that is where we're here to help you, and we miss you. And so I appreciate you guys always listening. I appreciate you guys paying attention. If you guys want to put hate, please, I will always tell you, veer it at me. Put it in my DMs. Michael Jackson Fit, I love to go back and forth with you. I'm not one of those people that'll just let it stand. If you want to email me, go ahead, michael@getfitbrand.com. But we're F45 here in Huntington Beach. We're going to stay open. We have Get Fit Brand online. And then we also have a private facility here in Southern California. So if you are out here and you are on lockdown and you are looking for something, please give us a call. Call F45 downtown Huntington Beach. Tell us how we can help you. These guys want to help you. Help them, help their families. It's Christmas season, and giving is a big deal. I'm going to also go ahead and put up the GoFundMe later because this is going to expand for a coalition across all of California and the West Coast, because we really need somebody to do it, and I'll be the face and I'll take the fines that the cities will levy against us. But I want you guys to know that we're here for you. We're not going anywhere, and we miss you. Thanks, guys.